Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky. There's two Rickies in here. I'm going to laugh every time this happens. Y'all are both Ricky. Um, Hi, Rickies. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Peace, King. How's everything going? How is everything? What's up? Happy, it's still Monday. Happy Monday. Things are going terrible. Oh my God. Why? It is Mercury is about to go retrograde tomorrow. Okay, so that's probably why. I was lucky. I look. Was mad. I missed you, but you love again. So I'm finna. Okay, cool. Yeah, I only got off earlier because I had to run to the store before it closed at 10. But I figured I still had enough energy, and I'm not really that tired yet. So I figured I'd come back and yeah, and be here with y'all. You're lost. Why are you lost? What's going on? Trying to find your way. Yeah. Join the club. It's a I think it's a club that we're all in, but it's just like it's a club that's just like ugh. But I know how you feel, Ricky, about trying to find your way. I was actually talking about that earlier in my other live. Like just, following the energy and like following your intuition and just going with the flow. Excuse me. I'm sitting here like I have energy. I do have energy, but I don't know. I guess it's been kind of a long day. In my past readings, trying to find meaning and looking at the synchronicity, I keep singing. Um, what are you finding? Is anything coming together? It just keeps me confused. Hmm. So what are you trying to figure out? How does Tarjay feel about Ricky? Tarjay feel about Ricky? Looks. Tarjay feel about Ricky? Whoa, that must be the one. Oh. I sound low. Should I yell? I'm kidding. So I'm probably just sounding a little far away from my computer. Did I get my computer wet? Okay. You got the Emperor card in the reverse. And I heard automatically disempowered. Okay. How he feels about you. He feels like he is not able. He feels like he's not able to be his open and forward self right now, which is strange. He feels kind of held back because the Emperor card is the Rebel card. So I'm hearing feeling like he's walked all over. Okay, tell you how it resonates. I'm just a messenger. Okay, but yeah, he's feeling disempowered towards you for some reason. Right. I wonder why too. But let's see what's on the bottom. You got the 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, the underlying energy of why he feels disempowered. I'm seeing is because like she has options, and why did she choose me? Interesting. She has options, and why did she choose me? And it's kind of making him crack down. Okay, and even if he's like, oh yeah, everything's cool, he is, and it's almost like he's hiding it, especially since the Tower card came all the way under, like deep in his subconscious energy, right? Okay, but yeah, he's feeling kind of disempowered. Did you want to pull a card on why? Because I don't. I mean that's a level I'm saying right here. But yeah, and there's like this energy of, it's almost like it's a wall that he's coming up. So why is Tarjay feeling disempowered? Why is Tarjay feeling disempowered? Because of the Tower. Okay, and then also you got the 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. He's feeling disempowered towards you because he feels like there is something that you're not telling him. He feels like there's dishonesty between the two of you, and it's also looking like he knows that there's stuff that he needs to tell you. I got this random split. He knows that there's stuff that he needs to tell you, but he doesn't know how to come together, like you guys haven't like figured out like how to come together and talk about these hard things. He hasn't figured out how to come to you and talk to you about these hard things, or talk to you about the things that are just like, I don't know. But so he's feeling disempowered because he feels like y'all are on different pages. Because he feels like there's something that you're not telling him, even though you're like for the most part an open book, right? What's going to happen between Ricky and Tarjay? Let's say. Okay, we got the 10 of Pentacles, which kind of came out a little bit sideways. Okay. What's going to happen between the two of you? It's looking like trying to build your stable home is it's looking like they're I'm just seeing like there might be like some kind of problems building your stable homes, some kind of problems in trying to fulfill the physical needs of your environment. Okay, tell you how it resonates, right? But you got the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, right? And also this came in sideways. Okay, it came in kind of like this. Okay, so it's looking like what's going to happen, there's like a family gathering, and not just like a family reunion, but like the energy of family gathering uh around you, both of you, the energy of family gathering around you, the energy of community gathering around you, when times get difficult. There we go. I was like, just difficult times, spirit. Like what? But when times get difficult, it's looking like there's going to be family and community gathered around y'all to help out, and to bring you to a place of celebration where you guys can feel a sense of understanding and a sense of clarity, and even a sort of sense of completion. But I'm saying, but the work is not done yet. Um, what's something that Tarjay wants to tell Ricky? What's something that Tarjay wants to tell Ricky? Five of Swords, a comparison card. He lost something, and it's looking like I'm saying I lost my mind, but he lost something, and it looks like he lost like a part of himself. He made some kind of sacrifice. Wow, that he's not like very proud of. Okay, but he did it so that things would be different. He did it so that his life would be different than it was before. His life with you, so that his life with you will be different than it was before. Also, you got another synchronicity here. Got a 5-5 synchronicity. That's another, but that's the first one. Synchronicity. The Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, right? Um, and so the underlying energy of wherever this sacrifice was so that you would come closer to him, so that you wouldn't be so cold, and not like you were being cold or anything, but like he wanted you to warm up to him. Yeah, he wanted you to warm up to him. And so he made like this big sacrifice. Has he cooked for you? Do you guys, does he cook? OMG. I don't want that. I need to talk to him. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know if yeah. Was it just when he cooked, did he cook for the family, or did he just cook for you? Just let me know. I'm gonna continue with your questions. Um how does he feel about the girl named Tony Ann? How Jesus. How does Tajay feel about Tony Ann? Queen of Swords, nurturing communication, but very, very blunt and straightforward with her. It looks like Tony Ann has probably been trying to like push up on him, or probably likes him, but he kind of keeps it straight eight. He kind of keeps it like really like straight up with her. Um, but yeah, how he feels, yeah, very, very blunt. And this is just about conversation, like we're coworkers, or we're just acquaintances. Like we're not, you know, I don't like you like that. And even though she's probably tried to like offer him, her heart, or like push up on him, he's just like, I'm thinking about other stuff right now. Um there's just times, and I mean, I'm getting like this like really big synchronicity right now. She tried, but he not budging. I'm getting this really big synchronicity right now, Ricky, and just take it how it resonates. I'm really just the messenger, and I'm trying not to let my own experiences get in the way of this message. But very often, not very often. Sometimes like guys will like cast like spells on women, like, and cook for them and then put stuff in their food. And I mean, just I'm I'm seeing it in the cards, and I'm feeling it in the energy. I could tell that he does care about you, but he was very irresponsible. Like, this is what I'm seeing here. Okay? And so I mean, hey, it could be possible that he didn't, but it just kind of feels like he did, you know? Um and but if you felt this way about him, if you liked him before you ate his food, then that's fine. But if you were just like, I mean, I don't know, maybe, or maybe not, then that's a problem. Did you feel different after he cooked for you, or after you ate his food? Did you guys make love after you ate? Or did things seem like different? Like, was it, did you feel like empowered, or like really happy, or feel like you had on rose colored glasses, or like feel like really really good, or like almost like loopy good, like high after he ate for you? And I don't mean like weed high. I mean like oh my gosh, like so like I'm so in love with you, like I can't get enough of you. Did you feel that way after he cooked? You don't fully remember. Were you drinking or smoking? And I mean, if you don't want to answer these questions publicly, that's up to you. But and you can email me. But like, yeah. But your stomach hurt. Um, was it something that you don't usually eat? And also, did y'all do anything? I'm fine with being open. Okay. Did you guys were you intimate after you ate? Yeah, because I think the stomach hurting. He cooked what I like. We sometimes cooked together. Okay. But the first time he cooked for you, he cooked something that you liked. Okay. And so it wasn't anything like that would have, that you hadn't had before, that would make you sick. Okay, with your stomach hurting. We always had sex. Okay. Now, did you like, I'm just trying to come find a timeline for you, you know, to see like, you know, if this is something that happened. It just kind of looks like it did. And look, meat, I don't really eat meat like that, right? And he made you meat. But yeah, once again, if you're cool with that, if you're like, oh, he kept, because usually when they do that, it's they'll ejaculate and put it in the food, and put their semen in the food, and then they do all kinds of other spell work, you know, to like have you hook, line, and sinker. If you're okay with that, because it can be, that's the thing about magic and rituals like that. If if you if two people are like devoted to one another, and they're like together, and they like love each other, and they care about each other, it can be a beautiful thing that people do for each other. just to deepen our love. But like if it's done against your will, if it's just like, I mean, yeah, we're dating, but I'm just not really sure if I want to be with you, or, man, you're cool. Like if it's like that, then that's a problem. And I mean, I don't really feel differently. Okay. Like you don't feel like loopy, like I can't get enough of him. Like, oh my gosh, like if I'm ever with anybody else, like I will die. Are you having feelings like that? Or I can't live without him. Or I need to call him, I need to see him, I need to be around him. And if you're not feeling like that, if you're not feeling like that, then okay. But just to be honest, I'm not sure. And uneducated, yeah. I mean, spell work is, I mean, something that everybody should be educated about, at least to defend themselves. And also, you hope so what? Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. Not all the time because I be wanting my space. Okay. And so, I mean, and you may just be one of those stronger people that can kind of resist that kind of stuff, you know. But I mean, if you were genuinely want to be with him, then you're fine and it's not a big deal. But it just looks like he's feeling guilty about it. Mm. But yeah. Um yeah, if I mean, Ricky, if you're okay, you're in love, cool. No biggie, right? And that's okay. Why would he do that when we already married? That's the question. Did he cook for you before you got married? The first time that you went to visit him, did he cook for you? Because you had met him and visited with him before y'all got married, right? I want that for a question. Um, I'll answer that question, but just to make sure that you get the most out of your reading, did he cook for you before y'all got? Did he cook for you when you first went to go meet him? You don't recall. Okay. Okay. Um, think it hard. Okay. Um, because I mean, stuff like that happens, when those kind of situations occur. Um, you can be forgetful and, like, I mean, just kind of feel like you're in a haze, or feel like you're kind of in a fog, and sometimes forget things. Yeah. Um, and it happens sometimes, right? Because it was kind of a whirlwind romance with y'all. Y'all kind of just came together, and it was just like this big. I mean, he cares about you, but like, you know, it's just, you know, it's just kind of irresponsible. Unless you know, if you ask somebody, if you're actually in love with somebody, then you should be able to be like, look, I love you and I want to do this for you. So, like, can I do this for you? And then if you love that person, then you'll be like, oh yeah, like I want all of you inside of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Talia, I'm still doing readings. But yeah, you guys, you sure? Shall we ask? Because it's kind of seeming like uh he this happened before you guys got married. Okay. So shall we ask if he cares? Okay. Okay. Wait, does Tarjay genuinely care about Ricky? Does Tarjay genuinely care about? Because I'm confused now, honestly. Yeah, that's a side effect of this kind of stuff. Okay. Does Tarjay genuinely care about Ricky? Does Tarjay genuinely care about Ricky? Knight of Swords, balls to the wall. Rebel without a cause, without a pause. It looks like he does care, but he like kind of rushed into, hey, Cosmic Life Coach. It looks like he cares, but he kind of rushed into y'all's relationship. So I'm confused. How come you never picked this up before? It's just coming up. It comes up when it's supposed to come up. Um, but yeah. And it's looking like it's coming up because he's thinking about it. This is his energy right now. He's thinking about it. He's like, this is something that he's like focusing on. Like, man, like, you know, I did do that. Like, I wonder, you know, I'm kind. It feels like he's kind of regretting it. It feels like he's like feeling bad about it too. Um, but yeah, he does care. He feels like he's moved a little too fast. And then you got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which is and the underlying energy of whether or not he cares is that he's starting to think um about what he's done. He's starting to think about how the two of you have come together, and he's starting to feel a little anxious. You know, like, did I make the right decision? Did I move too fast? Okay, let's pull one extra card. There you go. Wait. Okay. And also you got Final Rainbow on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So asking about, you know, to confirm whether or not he cares. It's almost like wait and see, because he's about to come to a place where he needs to make a decision. Okay. Like, I care, but I did kind of jump into this really fast with her. Okay. And it's looking like, you know, the energy never lies. And so everything that you've gotten a reading about before, that was how he was feeling. There's no way that could be hidden, you know, how he actually feels. So it looks like he does care, but he feels like he I'm seeing I spoke too soon on something, or I said something too soon, or I moved too soon. Okay. It especially looks like he feels like he spoke too soon. Like he asked you to get married too soon. Because you got all of these swords cards. You got 5 swords cards that came out. Okay. So this is a part of him refining the way that he communicates and the way that he connects with people, especially in romantic situations. Okay. Basically, you saying he's starting to not care. He's wondering if he moved too fast. Yeah, let's see. Offer coming in with the underlying energy of transmutation. Okay. So oh, not true. Hey. Um. Yeah. So I'm just reading the energy. Okay. I'm the messenger. That's it. And I try not to get too deep into it. But yeah, it looks like he still cares. And also with the transmutation on the bottom of the deck, he's just going through something. He's going through this was random, right? He's going through some kind of transformation. You got the 10 of swords. That's the end of a cycle, and the end of a cycle also always yields a transformation. Okay, this was random. Yep. Yep. This is what comes up when it comes up. So, yeah. But it looks like he cares. He's just thinking really heavy about a decision that he made, and he's kind of just looks like he's kind of feeling bad, you know. Okay. Yep. So he's feeling bad because he wanted one thing. I don't know. Sorry. I mean, I know that it seems like I'm being really dismissive. I'm just trying not to get caught up in this energy. Because when stuff like this happens between two people, this is when two people need to talk to each other. Okay. Right. And like what like I think you know what I mean when I say one thing. So he's feeling bad because he wanted one thing. No, it doesn't even look like he just wanted that. He's feeling bad because he did something that he shouldn't have done. He should have just been there with you. He just should have just allowed the relationship to unfold instead of being irresponsible, whatever he did, right? So um from my experience and research and study, um the bad effects are that the bad effects are that it can feel like you are attached to somebody forever. They can have a hook on you. It sometimes feels like they have control over you. Sometimes if you try to get away, like you feel bad and you just can't get enough of that person. It can make you feel like you're crazy. And yeah, it can make you feel like there's an attachment that you don't want. Those are the bad effects. If you choose to not be with that person, or if you like want to get away from that person, those are the bad effects. um uh, uh but what's going to happen is what's going to happen. Whatever the two of you decide on when you talk. I'm talking about for him too, the bad effects. Um, if you don't accept something like that, that could be bad karma on him. If you are just like, look, that was awful, and you're a terrible person, and I don't like what you did, and you'll have to go through a whole unbinding process. You know, but if you are shying away from it and you don't want it, and you're running away from him, then that could be bad karma for him. But if you're okay with it and you guys still care about each other and you genuinely care about each other without any fabrication, if you two genuinely care about each other, then nothing bad will happen to the two of you. Okay? People from certain cultures do that, and I've done my research, and this is why I'm speaking so freely about this. But people from different cultures do stuff like this as a compliment. Okay, they like, it's like, oh man, like, I'm feeling you, I really like you, and I want us to be bound together, so this is like my offering to you. And again, there's a thin line. Y'all were cool, yeah, because I don't feel any different. Exactly. Okay, but you still love and care about him, right? You still love and care about him. You genuinely cared about him before y'all met in person, and y'all when y'all were talking over and over again, and you still genuinely care about him, so there's probably not going to be any bad effects. But he's wondering, clearly he's wondering if there are going to be bad effects. He's wondering if he did something wrong, if he made a mistake. Okay, so talk about it. I don't know if he's watching the stream right now. Kind of feels like he is. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just reading the energy. I'm just the messenger. If you have a problem, go and talk to God about that. Go and talk to your spirit guys about that, because it's not my problem. I'm just trained. I'm just the medium. That's it. Okay? If you care about her, you care about her. That's the bottom line. If you care about him, you care about him. That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter. All right. And then y'all need to talk about that. Then I'm going to cut this off, because, like, at this point, it's like I've done my job. I feel like I'm sorry. I love you, Ricky. And, please come back whenever you want to. But, like, as far as this right here, y'all need to just talk. Okay. You didn't get the rest of your reading. Yeah, you did. I did all 6 of your cards, unless you sent more. I did all 6 of your cards. Are you saying you didn't get it? Like, you didn't understand it? Okay. I just kind of feel like I just explained, like, everything. It's okay. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound really dismissive. It's just like, this is the spirit's just like telling me, like, cut it off, because you did your job. Um I asked that last question. How does he Does he care? Yeah. And yeah, you said he cares, you sure? And then I was like, do you want me to pull a card on that? And you said, sure. And so I pulled the last one. I pulled number 6 on that one, okay? Hey, Ashley. Why would he do that when he married? Yeah. That's why I stopped that question and I asked you if he cooked before y'all got married. You said that you weren't sure. But yeah, you said that you weren't sure. Okay. So he did that before you got married. That's why I'm not answering that question. Because I mean it wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't really get an answer. He did it before you got married. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking of just talking. Okay, no worries. No worries. No, my phone is. Okay, and so Talia, are you still in the room? I have your I see your email here, and you can ask your questions whenever you're ready. And Cosmic Life Coach, am I feeling the Jupiter and Aries and Mercury retrograde energy? I don't know what that means really. I mean, I know Mercury retrograde because I don't do the astrology. Um, but I have been feeling intense energies today, like all day. There was like intense emotional upheaval that I dealt with like during the day, but super intense. Okay. You're welcome, Ricky. Talia. Yes. Okay, you could go ahead and ask your questions. And you sent 13. Okay. 3, yeah, so 3 cards. Let's see, OMG. Yes, this was me all day. The intense is that what is it, Jupiter Aries energy? Yeah, the intense emotional upheavals. And tomorrow we station, or well, technically now it's 12 where I am, but we station to go retrograde tomorrow or today, whenever the actual hour is, right? Let's see. Plug in my computer as we go. Why would he do that? Because because he wanted to. Because he wanted to feel closer to you. I mean, that's really that's all I got for you. You have to ask him. Okay. Um. So moody. I was moody earlier today too, Ashley. Super intense today. Let's see, Talia. I want to know how Ruben feels about me. He's my ex. We're still in contact. Okay, for Talia Johnson. Talia Johnson. Spirit. For Talia Johnson. For Talia Johnson. Talia Johnson. Talia Johnson. Talia Johnson. Talia. Let's see. She wants to know how Ruben feels about her. How does Ruben feel about Talia? How does Ruben feel about Talia Johnson for Talia? How does Ruben feel about Talia? Talia, Ruben. How does Ruben feel about Talia? Oh wow, 10 of Cups. He feels really dreamy about you. And you guys are like you said, you guys are exes, but you're still in contact. Okay, it's looking up. It's looking like the reason that the two of you broke up was just some. It seems like it was some kind of misunderstanding. Okay, but there's still very deep emotions here. Talia. With the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy of how he still feels about you is that he's walking away from these old emotions. You got the 8 and the 8 right here, walking away from old emotions, but not walking away from you, walking away from old emotions in order to shed that which he doesn't need. Okay, that which he doesn't need in a romantic relationship, so he can become a better man for you. Okay, the Hierophant, he feels like he's learning his lesson. Okay, he feels like he's learning a lot from being apart from you. Like man, like I messed up when I got emotional and I wanted to break up, or I got emotional and I said that thing that made you want to break up with me. Okay, like I'm seeing, I'm learning how to be more zen. I'm learning how to be more mellow and more balanced. Okay, but the underlying energy of the Hierophant card of teaching and learning is he's anxious that he's worried that you won't see the work that he's doing, and you're worried that he won't, he's worried that you won't see that he's actually trying, like, to be better, and that, like, he's like he's like really trying to be better, and he's trying to grow out of what made the two of you separate. Okay, what else is Ruben feeling about Talia? What else is Ruben feeling about Talia? Got the High Priestess card. Okay, and so these two cards are actually counterparts. So he's feeling like I gotta know, like, what she's feeling and what she's thinking. Like, it's almost like a mystery. Excuse me, I'm seeing she's a mystery. What, like, I don't really know exactly what she's thinking and what she's feeling, and I don't know that if I offer this to her, or if I said this to her, if I wanted to get back together with her, I don't know if she would want to. Like, she's just a mystery, and he's also kind of just going with the flow. That's why y'all are still in contact. If he seems like the person that if he cut you off, he cut you off. Like, if he doesn't want anything to do with you, he will just block you. Okay, that's the kind of person he seems like. And let me know if he is that kind of person. But when he cares, he cares, and he clearly cares. Okay, and so he's like, I'm gonna just kind of go with the flow, and I'm gonna just see how this works out between the two of us. Okay, he's wondering if he needs to say something. He's wondering if he needs to make like a big gesture, but he hasn't yet, because he needs to figure out if it's the right way to do it. He needs to figure out the right way to say something, either the right way to ask you out again, or the right way to be like, look, like, what exactly are your feelings about X, Y, and Z? Okay? Let me know how it feels to live. Um, yeah, he might say he didn't do it. Let's see, Jupiter in Aries is very positive when it comes to taking action on our desires and goals. Good, because Aries are the fiery go-getters, and Jupiter is expansion and happiness. I've been reading a little bit about that, about the expansion and the rapid, like, fiery energetic expansion that's happening, and I've been seeing some themes of that occurring in my life and in the life of others. I definitely see his progress, not so much myself. Okay, yeah, he told me that, and he didn't. He said he would never speak to me again, and we're still talking, right? Okay, so he still feels for you. I'm just trying to figure out what the next step for you is, or for what the next step for the both of you is, if there's a next step. Should I say something? Okay. together for 3 years. I don't let that go, and I feel like he doesn't either. But I also don't think we'll be together anytime soon, right? I'm just confused, honestly, right? And this is a time of confusion. Like I said, I don't do the astrology, but a Mercury retrograde is a Mercury retrograde. Okay, but there can be a lot of confusion and communication around this time. Okay, so whether you're talking or not, just try not to take that as final, because everybody's going through a change right now. Everybody's going through a certain transition right now. But it's looking like like you said, he doesn't want to let it go. The energy even said he doesn't really want to let it go, and he's kind of just going with the flow to see how things go. And that doesn't mean that you have to be together anytime soon. You guys could wait years to be together, months, weeks. That's the beautiful thing about just flowing with a situation. Okay, you know how he feels. You know how he feels, and if you tell him how you feel, then he knows, and y'all could be friends, and not make it a big deal. And if you're supposed to be together, then you guys will flow together, right? And I'm not going. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being friends. It's kind of hard taking that in, though. What, taking in the fact that you guys can be friends? So patient, not used to just going with the flow. Yeah. Well, you can always ask him. You can always ask him. And he's the complete opposite, so he goes with the flow. You can always ask him, or like, would you ever consider getting back together, and how long would it take? If you're an analytical person, which it kind of sounds like. I'm pretty analytical too, which is funny because I'm a Pisces and I go with the flow, but I'm analytical while I go with the flow. But you can always ask him, like, can we make a list? Do you like lists? Can we make a list? Can we like work some steps? We stay friends for 3 months and see how that feels, and maybe like go out once a month for just coffee. And then the next 3 months, maybe we can maybe we can go on one fancy date and see how it goes. Like, I mean, there's so many different ways to get back together. It doesn't have to be overnight. Love does not have to be overnight, and I've learned that really the hard way, because I have been in this situation with my husband. Actually, I'm calling him now. He's my twin flame. But I've been in this situation with him for 8 years. Like, he's been like courting me for 8 years, and I'm like, dude. And he's like much older than me, and so he naturally takes his time with things, and I'm like, can we like, come on, propose to me already? And he's like, that'll come. Like, okay, like, we're literally only seeing each other once a month. It's funny you say that, right? So take your time, Talia. Ashley, oh, you are welcome. You're welcome, Talia. Ashley, what are Eric's actions towards the ethereal? Ashley, what are Eric's actions? What are Eric's actions towards the ethereal? Ashley, Eric's actions. Here we go. Here we go. Under the chair. His actions are under the chair, and I can't reach him. Okay, so let's take that synchronicity. You already know I'm gonna review it. But under the chair. Okay, I'm seeing on the low. I'm seeing can't reach, can't quite reach. Like I want to do something, but I try to reach you. Can almost feel you. You're nearly here. Come on, Clyde. I know you know it. You can do it. Oh my goodness. And then you'll disappear. But not disappear so much, right? His action towards you, let's start over again, boom. Like, let's start over again. Like, does he do that? Like, I know that's something that people just do, but it feels like he in particular does that. Like, I mean, like, let's start over again. He wants to start again. It's almost like he's got something in his mind where he's like, I need to start this cycle over again with her. Like I need to get stuff together. Like I need to look up ways to court a woman, and I need to look up, like, I need to remember what is that one song she said she liked. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like I'm gonna play this like randomly. Like I need to. And then she says that she liked those little, what is it, those little taquito things, like, or was it little wontons? Like I gotta remember, because I'm a surprise her ass one day. I'm gonna just go up to her house, or I'm gonna ask her to meet me somewhere. I'm gonna surprise her with her favorite food, her favorite song. You know, he's like starting to get. Oh, he cares, Ashley. Come on, he's a chef. And do you have something favorite that he cooks? Yeah, dude. Um, yeah, he wants to start over again. Yes. And he wants to go hard this time. He wants to go balls to the wall. And if this situation, that this other situation, the situation which not shall not be named, right? If that has taught him anything, it's taught him I gotta make her number one. I have to make Ashley number one. She has to be number one in my world, in my life. Like I cannot have a scare like this again. Like this cannot happen to me ever again. And if it, if I'm supposed to help out in that other situation, all right, cool, I'll do my best. But I have to focus on me. And focusing on me is focusing on the union. Okay, so if you're focusing, you know about twin. If you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on him. If he's focusing on himself, he's focusing on you, and that's focusing on the union. And I got to focus on what we're doing over here. I have to focus on our heart, our one heart. Deck drop. How about that? Okay, straight up. Let's see what's underneath of here. Oh, you got the Seven of Swords underneath of here. And so he's still questioning. He's worried about questioning himself. He's worried about questioning his love. Like, I want to go in. I want to go all in with this, but like I don't want to be deep in it and then go off, and like I'm seeing, like, go off on the deep end, or go off and and feel like I need to run away again. That's a worry, and that's why it's like deep in the subconscious. Okay, and there's a way for you to help him with that. Um, let's see, to help him to pull stuff out of his subconscious. Do you subscribe to Twin Flames 1111? Um, if you don't, you should. I'm not affiliated with her. She does not pay me to to mention her, but Cassidy, she's a beast, and she knows a lot about twin flame. She does the twin flame astrology. She does a forecast every week. It comes out on like Monday morning. Yes, you do. Okay, good. So her tools. Have I talked to you about this? Because I talk to so many twins, and I always be like, use Cassidy's tools, but use her tools. She's got a free cleansing tool, which has helped many people, and then she's got other tools that you could pay for. That legit, so legit. Like I went into using her products kind of kind of you tell me every time, okay. And this is how much it works, because I wouldn't mention it if it didn't work. But yeah, I went into using her tools, like kind of like, all right, I don't know what's gonna happen here. It just sounds like some kind of meditation, but believe me, they're the oneness code activation, I think it is. Like that one I've done like 3 times, and every single time I feel closer to him. Okay. But anyway, um yes, the and we were trying to figure out a way to get this out of his subconscious. It's a matter of, you can use the tools to help shake up that energy and break up that energy, and you can also use meditation. So sending, this is sending. I'm seeing, yeah, sending silver hearts to his brain. Okay. And so that will help. The silver stands for the senses chakra. Okay. And what you sense, it filters through your mind first. And so you want to send silver hearts to his senses chakra to clear out, to clean, excuse me, and cleanse his subconscious. You can also send the brilliant white light to his senses chakra, which centers in on the nose, and also you can send the brilliant white light to his medulla back here. For some reason, I'm not a doctor. There's not any kind of medical diagnosis. I'm not a scientist either, but that's something that will help. You can even send like imagine him in your mind's eye, and then send like silver light, silver and white light to his brain, and imagine it filling up his brain and cleanse, and send high vibration and cleansing vibrations to him. He'll feel it. And don't be surprised if he calls you. I just want to tell you like how much I love you, because it looks like that's coming. I'm seeing blue as well. This blue heart, I tell you, has been sneaking up on people in my readings. But like send like a light blue hearts to him as well, so that he can speak to his throat chakra. So he can speak from his throat chakra. If you're also interested, high heart chakra. It's looking like both of you could use a little help there. Okay, and high heart chakra color is turquoise. Okay. Look, randomly, my card just flipped out. There's a breakthrough about to happen. Okay. Wow. Yeah. You're welcome. For real, don't be surprised. Like, I'm sorry that I. Okay. I'm just like, oh, baby. I know. I have so much energy. I have so much energy. It's like mad late. I gotta get up early. I don't know what I'm doing up. I guess I just wanted to come back after my store trip. Look at me, I'm like, energy. I probably should go, but I don't know. Maybe I'll stay here till 1. I'll sit here and play my game, chat with y'all. If you want to, 3 people in the room. Try to reach you. No copyright infringement, YouTube. That's not my song, okay? Everybody knows that I did not create that song, and I'm not trying to plagiarize Beyonce. How can you plagiarize Beyonce? Like, how can you even do that? Oh, maybe I will. Good night. Look, you said that right at the right time because I was like, oh, maybe I will go. Because I'm starting to get a little I'm starting to get a little tired. Oh, peace for a little while. And maybe I will. I don't know. I'm just sitting here lying here. But good night. Ashley, have a good night. Try to reach you. I can almost feel you. You're near.